He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To the air, it's Drones. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
On the ground, it's Stewart. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Hokies have their offense in high gear. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Reads the tackle, and he's got room. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Drones. Get it out on the screen. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, they're after him. the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. Flying out to the left. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Drones. Grab near the marker, it's Green. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Fast completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Hokie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football, I got the speed, I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wide out. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
The Red Raiders are on the move. Back to throw, it's Morton. Under fire. That's reeled in, it's Williams. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing game.
Under fire. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
In this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finds his tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Drones. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! Gets it past the marker. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. It was the better play there by the defense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Find out, flanked him on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Hokies want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Drones. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. It's caught downfield. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Stewart. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's got 50 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll call for the fair catch here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Morton. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Carter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Here's the pressure. Ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself the chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football.
Turning on the Jets.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Dropping back, it's Drones. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Selvin. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Black 14! Black 14!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Makes the catch, it's Virgil. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, going up top. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
One more snap coming before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. Back to pass, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. It's a seam wide open. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. That's caught. It's Joyner.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out of space. Keep doing that.
Makes the grab. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. On the set. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Going up top again. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. receives it with the back. Got enough for the first. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Off play action. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll try the run. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Hokies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Touchdown, Hokie! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor, or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. And the Hokies racing to the line in a hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The field goal is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to throw, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. With the catch, it's Hudson. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's the handoff. Just ran him over. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Drones. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He's loose. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Punt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab down the left side. Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best, and that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Virgil. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Their chance to lock it up. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Boy, they hope that one doesn't come back to bite them. The kickoff out of bounds right after you've taken the lead here in the 4th quarter, and all they need is a field goal to go back on top. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for 1 more carry to get that mark.
And the Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Overton. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hairston. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Morton. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Man, this offensive line, back-to-back sacks. In fourth quarter, I got to protect my quarterback. It's money time. We got to put some drives together, and they just are not holding up and gave up back-to-back sacks.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion.
There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up.